in today's episode of 5 Scary Things Caught on Camera. Number 5. Our 5th scary video comes from the YouTube channel Ricky Velasquez, which this time went to a wooden house well known to him, in which he managed to capture strange sounds, voices and silhouettes on the camera. This time he decided to go alone, and as usual at night and broadcasting everything live. During his investigation, practically all the time, he heard the girl's voice coming from the building in which he was located.
¿Quién vive? No me mames. Ok. Si me estoy quedando callado un rato es porque estoy sintiéndome extraño. Estoy escuchando una pequeña voz que se necesita para correr la aplicación. Es algo... Hola. ¿A quién buscas? Puta madre. Yo les dije.
The moans and voices of the child kept coming from the building, which made Ricky more frightened. But what happened next scared him even more.
No manches. O sea, sí entiendo que es un halcón. Uy, me asustó. Güey. No. No.
At some point, we can see a pale white face in the doorway, a face that is probably a child watching Ricky, and moments after that, a voice. So, what do you folks think about it? Was Ricky once again recorded the ghost of a child on camera in this haunted place? Or was it just a well-crafted hoax? You are the judges, you decide. If you want to watch the full episode of this investigation, visit his YouTube channel Ricky Velasquez. Number 4. Another disturbing recording comes from the Facebook Twój Knurów. It is a recording of a certain person from Poland who was driving a car at night when suddenly, in the middle of the road, in an open field, he saw this. At some point, we see someone sitting in the middle of the road. When the car is approaching him, the figure stands up, and we can see that he has a mask on his face, a doll in his hand, and an axe in the other. What's more interesting, that night over 10 people met this masked person in exactly the same place. What do you folks think about it? What that person was doing in the middle of the night, and what were his intentions? Is it a fake or a real recording? The final decision is yours. Number 3. The next few videos are from the TikTok user DinoNuggets741, who experienced very strange phenomena in his home. One day he decided to record them, and here's what he managed to capture.
Hello? Hello? Keep hearing weird noises in the basement, Steve, so I just wanna... Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. No fucking way, no way, oh my god, oh my god.
At the very beginning, we see a door opening by itself. Nothing paranormal, right? It could have been a draft. Well, what happened next is a little more difficult to explain.
There's gotta be something.
While he is taking a shower, we see the curtain moving by itself, and right after that, the door. More interestingly, there are no cats, and we see that no one is inside. Over the next few days, he managed to record something even scarier.
What is this? Whoa! Oh, shit. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's the matter, buddy? What's the matter, bud? What's the matter, big guy? Huh? Something down there. Oh. What'd you hear, buddy? Just put this on. What's that? What the f? God damn. You gotta come out. Oh, I got it. Come on. What the fuck?
In the following recordings, we see a mysterious black figure, first her leaning out behind the wall, then running down the stairs, and in his basement. But what he managed to record while he was not at home is even more chilling. At one point the lights begin to blink, the basement door opens, and in the distance we see the same dark figure passing through the house. So what do you think about it? Is this another attempt at gaining popularity and a well-done mystification? Or maybe this house really is haunted? Choose wisely, folks. We can see something weird as usual in our Deepweb video this week. At the beginning, we see someone exploring an abandoned building, and then we see a figure dressed in black in a white mask. And as always, the longer the recording takes, the stranger things we can see. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments below. Number 2. Another scary TikTok videos, this time from user MacLeod, which you can know him from these viral videos he published a few months ago.
Hello? Oh my god!
After a few weeks, again, he recorded something strange in his house. at one point we hear music coming from the next room. When he decides to check it and opens the door, the music stops playing and the door closes. After that, he decides to install cameras at home, and here's what he managed to record. We see how at some point the light turns on and then turns off, and then gets moved by something. Nothing scary, right? But what he recorded next is a little disturbing. In one of the photos taken by him, we see someone or something leaning out the door. We can see a scary figure staring at him. What do you folks think about it? Is this house haunted by a poltergeist and they managed to capture it? Or is it just a hoax? Real or fake? Decide, folks. Number 1. The last scary video comes from the channel Era of Mad Hands, which went to Lake Cranberry in Siberia after the fishermen there caught something strange in the net. After arriving, we see a strange humanoid figure that looks like an alien. Is it a real mystery creature? Or a silly fisherman joke? Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about it? Thanks for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more content. See you in the next one.